As a core tech broker, you have the opportunity to work with many companies of all shapes and sizes. However, there is a simple principle we want you to consider as you look at prospects and their opportunities. It's not a new principle, nor is it unique to our business. It is a time-honored principle used in business every day. Here's the principle. You must balance the reward of an opportunity with the work of that opportunity. In other words, you should spend your time on opportunities where there is income to be made and that do not waste your time. To illustrate this point, let's look at two brokers, Marissa and Glenn. Marissa and Glenn became core tech brokers about the same time and have been actively engaged in developing opportunities. Marissa discovered early on that working with prospects of a certain type and size created opportunities with monthly commission checks the size of mortgage payments. She noticed that these companies were similar in proportions, makeup, and distribution. She also realized that they were more complex sales, a little harder to come by, and took longer in the sales process. She knew she would have to work harder, smarter, and with a team to complete the sales. She also knew that in order for her to work in this market, she would need to gain confidence, skills, and experience. Glenn discovered that there were smaller businesses with lots of opportunities. He didn't need any special skills or teams to close those sales. Typically, they were single product solutions with monthly commissions the size of dinner at a nice restaurant. Because they were easy and less complex, Glenn worked on these smaller projects, bringing in commissions regularly. After a year, Marissa had found several of these large deals and closed 5 complex multi-product opportunities. For her efforts, she now had a monthly income that was about 5 times her mortgage payment. She had spent considerable time building her skill level, gaining experience, and building a team to help work within and close large, complex sales. Although her clients had needs and additional service requirements, when this happened, it usually added to her income through additional sales, changes, and additions. However, the time needed to service these clients wasn't overwhelming, and she had plenty of time to work with new clients. After a year, Glenn had found 26 opportunities with small companies and single products, and he also found a few larger opportunities that came from his existing client base. For his work, he now had a monthly income that was 26 times a dinner at a nice restaurant, and a couple times his mortgage payment. In all, it was about equal to Marissa's income. However, Glenn got good at little deals, didn't expand his skills, gain additional experience, and never built a team to work on larger, more complex sales. Additionally, Glenn had dozens of small, time-consuming clients with many needs and problems. When they called, it rarely meant new additions or changes that increased his income. Glenn spent a great deal of time working with these smaller companies with little or no additional compensation. This left Glenn with little time to prospect for new clients and new opportunities. During the next year, because Marissa was an experienced broker with advanced skills, ability, and experience, she was able to find several enormous deals that had commissions that were multiples of mortgage payments. Because she worked well with the team and because she knew how to work this market, she won 2 of these enormous opportunities. During this year, her income quadrupled. These 2 new clients were now the focus of her business. Eventually, Marissa hired an assistant to help manage her business and to help with the referrals she was receiving regularly from her clients. She no longer prospected in the traditional sense and only took on new clients that were aligned with her business needs and desires. She had a nice 6-figure income and knew that as she grew her business, it would afford her the option to hire more assistants, allowing her to expand her business if she desired. During that same year, Glenn struggled to balance the time needed to manage his multiple client base and finding new prospects. Although he could see that there were other products and services that would be more lucrative, he found it difficult to step out of his comfort zone, work with others, and learn what he needed to know to enter those markets. He lacked the confidence, skills, and expertise to move up market, and frankly, didn't have the time because of the demands of his large client base. Glenn met Marissa at a CoreTech broker event where they talked and traded stories. Glenn knew he had to make a choice. He needed to move up market if he was going to succeed. Through some tough decisions, Glenn fired some of his clients and used his newly found freedom to take some courses, learn new skills, and work with a team. For the next year, he struggled to step out of his comfort zone, grow and expand, and move his business up market. It took longer than a year, but eventually Glenn started to gain clients in the market Marissa had found at the beginning of her career. He started to gain confidence, ability, and skill. Eventually, he found 6 opportunities with commissions the size of mortgage payments, and now has a solid base that provides both the time and the experience to go after even larger opportunities. Both Marissa and Glenn are now working in the target market of CoreTech brokers. This target market is simple to describe at its foundation. However, there are many flavors within this target market. The basic description of the target market is as follows. They have over 100 employees. They are multi-location, especially in different states. They have a $10,000 a month in telecom and technology spend. They need multiple providers. They are proven adopter of technology. They have a clear decision-making process, and their business values align with ours. As you can see, this isn't a business in a certain industry or sector. It's characteristics of a business that is financially viable and is a good fit in balancing work and reward for the broker. These types of businesses provide the market Marissa and later Glenn learned to work in. It is within these types of businesses that new brokers can find 2 things that will propel them to success. First, the commissions are larger and provide a more stable base. These monthly commissions tend to be the size of mortgage payments, with additions and changes that add to those monthly commissions. These commissions are stable because of the size of the business, and with proper service and dedication to the relationships within the business, the new broker can renew or re-win the client's services when they're up for renewal. Second, it provides the environment where the broker can grow, expand their skills, and gain experience. They are sales where teamwork flourishes and where expertise is gained. This allows the new broker to work up market into larger and larger sales opportunities. This eventually leads to more business because those skills, experience, and abilities are sought after by others who need help. Successful brokers focus on this market. However, we fully realize that many new brokers will start with smaller sales and smaller businesses. This is not a problem, nor is it necessarily wrong to do so. Every new broker will cut their teeth, so to speak, on businesses that they are comfortable with. We always suggest that you take all the businesses you can find, whatever it is. The key to success, however, will be to move up market as quickly as possible. We provide the education, the system, and the support to do so. We are ready when you are. In the Next Step course at the end of the section, you'll be able to download a worksheet that outlines the target market. Keep this handy as you assess opportunities and prospects during future courses and assignments. Talk with your mentor if you have questions about a specific prospect or opportunity. They can help you determine if the reward is worth the work.